Hello everybody and welcome to the Genshin Impact livestream. How's it doing on a wonderful Sunday? I hope you're having a great day. It will be coming better so you can touch my livestream. Oops. Here we go, that's my game. We have a survey to complete. And a bunch of daily check-in rewards. Why are there 3 of them? Must have not claimed one. Oh no, cause yeah, I streamed games other than Genshin for 2 days. We also have Aloy's birthday mail. Not quite a strange place, but I will admit, it's interesting. They've got this amazing thing called Kuvaki that powers all kinds of machines. I even met a robot girl. Pretty cute actually. So I'll climb 3 stories with her bare hands just to help some kid get a balloon down. Behind her workshop there's a huge duck-shaped machine just sitting there. Oh, and the workshop owner, Aino, she's a genius. We end up talking for ages, circuit layouts, mechanical structures, one idea after another. If the robot girl hadn't reminded us, we probably would have forgotten to eat. Anyway, knowledge like that is too good to keep to myself. Here, I copied my notes for you. Trust me, they are worth a look. Oh, Aloy canonically knows Aino and Inefa. She's out there. It's so funny that the birthday mails are like the only vestige of Aloy we have in the game. They are committed to giving birthday mail to everybody every year. I don't think anybody would blame them for omitting Aloys, but they will not. Let's just grab some plants that grow around here. Oh, the Fatui just appeared out of nowhere. Don't mind me. Oh yeah, because this is the local legend. Yeah. They definitely do not mind me. With Bennett as my only sustain, this would not go too well. And the cry of Fatui melting on me. Come people. To my grinder of death. Okay, this went very smoothly for a defend monolith commission. Event really works well if you time his thingy correctly. Don't mind me, alpaca girl. Just on my way to do some commissions. We can just let go of all keys while going through this. This guarantees that you like grab all the particles correctly. Because if you hold W, you might actually like not hit the circles, or you might miss the particle while going through the circle. Happened to me before. Varka is so fast when just running. Just so you know, they aggroed me first. Their deaths are not my fault. Oops. Destroy the 2 towers. Where are the reinforcements? I killed the tower so quickly, the reinforcements didn't even spawn. We even got the guy on top of the tower, that's super annoying to get. Because of Durin's burst. Durin the goat. Okay, that's all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. Didn't have any yap today. Just defeat enemies and collect particles. If we count the Saurians at the end of this particle collection thingy as enemies I had to defeat, because I mean, it was self-defense, then all 4 of my commissions were just defeat enemies. Let's grab these crystals. Actually, this guy did not attack me, so I will just let him chill. He lets me chill, I let him chill. Simple transaction. Okay, we still have the event where we get double drops. Now, I did farm yesterday and 2 days ago. I farmed some mats for my Favonius sword. Here it's annoying getting to a blacksmith. Let's TP. Let's actually go to my teapot. Yeah, that's where getting to a blacksmith is easiest. Since I can just put it anywhere. I could have a blacksmithing station on every single one of my islands if I wanted to. If I felt so inclined. But yeah, let me first check. Craftable 5, yeah, and we need to craft 4. Because you can never have too many Fav swords. This is like my 6th one or something. It was these, right? No. Yes? No. These, craftable 5. Maybe let's get a double and I don't even need to convert the lower rank ones. Nope. Bonus. Another bonus one we didn't need it, but still, we'll take it. One day, I will need them. Especially because we are in like a Mondstadt renaissance right now. So this will probably be needed for some signature weapon coming up. Maybe they were even used for Varka's Sig, but I don't even remember anymore. What I needed for that one. But definitely one of the Mondstadt mods, right? We still have horse tails to plant, that's good. I might go and collect more today. Because I don't think there is that much to do today, right? Yeah, we got the Overflowing Abundance and that's it. 2 more weeks to get our TTC6. Which would allow me to pull on standard with my 44 pulls, but Lochen is probably gonna be a standard character. So I'm just gonna wait until he's available on the standard banner, which will be a patch after he comes out. So like during his debut patch, he will be only on the limited banner. I will pull 1 copy. And then on the rerun, not on the rerun, like the patch after, he should enter the standard pool and then we'll be able to use like 60 standard wishes. All at the same time. Which will feel pretty good. And we'll be hoping to get a Lochen. Chances are very low. It's not like a huge blunder, even if you want Lochen cons, but you are like, oh no, but I spent all my standard pools and now I have like 0. You can still save the couple of ones that you will get until then. But even if you don't save anything, yeah, it's not a big deal, because the chances of getting him aren't high. And you can just get him from the selector. Valka friendship level 7, we might take our Ganyu to shoot down some crocs today. We could also check out some of the furniture sets, although I haven't crafted all the furniture. Oh, I know what I should check out. Actually, wait, it's not. Yeah, no, I wanted to say maybe I should check if I got all the furniture from chests in Not Cry, but I know that I got every single chest. But there, I remember in the initial island, The Luna 1 not cry. There were a couple chests that would not show up with the compass. So what if there is one like that as well somewhere, and maybe it's a furniture chest? So it's probably still double check all my furniture sets, whether I have everything. And who knows, maybe I missed something elsewhere in like Natlan. I don't remember when was the last time I checked my furniture. Let's do a survey, but first we'll TP out of here, so that we avoid the yap. Oh, we need to ascend the fav, and then think of what I'm farming for next. Maybe a fav lance? Or maybe Linnea weapon? But is there a chance that I don't pull for the Linnea weapon? Maybe if my pulls go terribly, I won't. First, my new fav sword. That one for sure. This is my 6th fav sword. Level 90 R5. Very nice. I'm never gonna use 6 at the same time, but this way I don't need to like swap them as much. Like, if there is a theater where there is no Bennett, I still don't want to take away his fav sword, because then I will need to remember to put it back on him. And there are a bunch of characters that need a fav sword to function. Like, yeah, right now I have one on Furina, on Xingqiu, Bennett, Shilonen, Dahlia. All of these characters need a fav sword. And the final one, like, yeah, if I wanted to ever play Kirara, Shinobu would be fine, Layla, MC. Hayatos probably. Best uses a fav bot as well. If I wanted another fav sword, we can have one more R5 one, and then only R3. So I'm almost at the limit of how many fav swords I can make. What about fav lances? There's another weapon I could use. Because I only have 3 and a half. I definitely should level this one up to level 90. Yeah. And we should farm this with our double drops. Alan's dilemma, you say? You know what, let's help him, because I wanted to farm friendship later anyways. Because there are so few things to do. We can also grab the pine cones, lovely. But there's always something to do in Genshin. Collecting wood, farming friendship EXP, collecting crystals, collecting plants, rhythm gaming, TCG? Like, TCG is something I'm actually behind on. TCG is actually legit. Like a legit use of my time. Which means I'm probably not gonna do it. Although the reason why I stopped playing the TCG was because my stream was doing badly whenever I was playing the TCG. People didn't want to watch me play the TCG. But nowadays people just don't want to watch me play, period. So, maybe we can pivot to more TCG content. Durin Berry doesn't have his burst, unfortunately. In domains like these, where enemies spawn wave after wave, the smart ult positioning for Venti can actually be kinda annoying. Because I can't make sure I position my ult so that it sucks in the newly spawning enemies. Oh, that's a lot of mats. I mean, this was like 80 resin spent, because it was 40 times 2. And it's only craftable amount 2, so it's actually not that much. It looks like more than it actually is. I got 0 purples in 4 runs essentially. Yeah, that's kinda bad actually. So what was I saying? Like, if you're just fighting a group of enemies, and that's all you are fighting, the Ventiverse will position itself in the optimal spot, and you don't need to worry about running around to reposition, wasting time, wasting DPS. But in a case like this, I would want to position my burst so that it actually sucks in the Fatui that spawn later, but the burst doesn't know this. Just position itself wherever it thinks it will be good now. Now, if I just do it quickly, like here, I just Durin bursted, Venti bursted, it does turn out nicely. But if I waited a bit, like before, wasn't as nice anymore. The Fatui were too far away, and there was nothing I could have done at that point outside of like waiting for the slimes to chase me closer to where the Fatui would spawn. But yeah, that's Cav, that's not what you want to do. So in the purple mats first. Ooh, 0 dupes is pretty unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate. I have other polars that are like level 70. The Ballad of the Fjords I actually use sometimes. I should probably level it up. It doesn't really matter as much on Raiden, but yeah, it can matter on others. Yeah, next time we get a double drop event, I should focus more on weapons. Just like ignore talents. Talents are more important than leveling up some niche 4-stars that I barely use. But if I don't really have any idea whose talents I could even farm because everybody is maxed out already, might as well do some cleanup. Level up my R5 deathmatch. For example. Or at least one Dragon's Bane, because I always forget how much EM it gives you at level 90 whenever I'm comparing it to Ballad of the Fjords. I think this is like 232 or something, and this is 240. Maybe 220. Something like that. Okay, Ascend the Fablance. If I get double drops... Actually, no, just a single double drop. And we need Chaos Cores. What? I ran out of Chaos Cores? Excuse me? How is that a thing? I mean, I still have quite a few of these, so like, it's okay. It's just a weird thing to run out of at all. A 1.0 enemy drop. Okay, here. One dupe, obviously. That's all we need. And you gave me a dupe when I had no use for one. Well, it is what it is. Next time we have a double drop event, I will level this up. Or next time I need 4 Fablans at the same time. Or actually, I might just get some drops, like next patch, from chests in Dorman Port, and then from some event drops, which will probably also give us weapon mods? Yeah. Okay, we have 5 condensed and then 72 more resin, so let's spend it over here. Lovely. Yeah, Sucrose double E into Flynn's like N2 burst. Or like skill N2 skill burst. Or skill N2 burst, whatever. This way I like insta delete the second wave. EM sounds are never terrible on this set, but these subsets ain't it. And the air sounds here? Not really. It's a DPS set. And few Hexari characters have much need for ER. if anybody. Wow, I was even a bit slow on the burst. Maybe just N1 burst would be good enough. HP Goblin, Instructor's Cup. It is an EM HUD, but then double flat subs. I want some like defense percent ER in case I ever want to play this with only Luga. I didn't cancel Sucrose's E properly, so everything was just a bit slow. Phase damage bonus goblet? Wowee! This would not be a terrible Columbina flower, but I'm not playing Columbina on this set probably ever. Oh, I was a bit too early this time. This time I could have used an N2 on the first batch. We lost like 5 seconds compared to my previous runs. I can also use the Fragile, the Transient rather. Because this expires in 7 days. Which is before, because we are getting the new patch next week, right? Yeah, the banner ends in just a moment. Goodbye, Tenpool? Probably not. I gave this banner a chance, put until like 50 PT or something. The banner said no. Will be the same for me. Sometimes the chickens don't really get grouped well enough. And that's when I need to use more basics on them. Which I really do want Linnea, and getting her open would also be nice. Because everything else kinda sucks. Everything else is just a crit stick on Linnea. I'm still trying to get used to these new glasses. But my eyes don't hurt anymore. Which is good. Yeah, I didn't hit all the chickens, so not all of them got VV swirled even, I don't think. Although the swirl has AoE, so maybe they did, but yeah. Depending on my exact positioning, sometimes it doesn't hit everybody, which is probably the cause of not all of them dying quickly enough. So you can just use the Transient. Because it will last until Linnea comes out, so I guess I could save it to farm her boss more times, but like I will not be in a hurry to do the boss. I would rather just get more artifacts here anyways. And this will not last until Stygian, right? That's the important part. It will not last until Stygian. Ooh, okay, man. This is like a reroll worthy. If it rolls badly, almost. It's a feather though, so I'm not sure if I should ever reroll a feather. But it has the 3 perfect subs. The flat def is terrible, but it doesn't really matter much. Like flat attack would be best. Or like ER or EM. Do something. Attack cut with ER and 3 lines can be useful on somebody. Ideally we just don't roll into flat def. Not terrible, but once again I ulted too quickly. So now let's just use our original resin. Once again a tiny bit too quickly. 1 chicken survived from the first batch. 1 single chimkin. Alright, let's do a survey. First some. So how satisfied am I with this version of the game? So this patch, this is the Varka patch, right? Yeah, we got Varka. Varka stories. The Mondstadt event. Oh, the Mondstadt event was absolutely peak. Also for me, this was the patch where I did most of the exploration from the previous one. So I didn't feel like this patch was like too empty or anything. Because just the previous patch was super loaded. So I just spread it over 2 patches. So the patch being a bit drier than usual was not an issue for me. I really enjoyed Varka. And yeah, the event was amazing. The tower defense one was also cool. And was there something else? Oh yeah, shroom pictures? That one's kinda weird. So are the shrooms permanent now? Or like, are the girlies now actually living in by the harbor? I should go there and check. Because they said that they just are moving there permanently. So I'm hoping this is a teaser for like a permanent game mode, or maybe at least a major event later on. Has any of the following characters? Skerk, very satisfied for sure. Flames, very satisfied. Varka, very satisfied. Escoffier, very satisfied as well. Yeah. Escoffier is the one where like I would lean the most towards only somewhat satisfied, but I still like her. I still like her. But out of the 4, I like her the least. It'll probably be like... I mean, Flynn's, Varka, Skerk, I like them all a lot, so I can't really... How's the time with Miliastra Wonderland? Let's say like neutral. It definitely has a lot of room to grow. How do you got the wind? I have heard, I have participated. This should be joined into a single question. I'm pretty sure in either Zenless or Star Rail, they do it where there are just like 4 options. Or 3. Or like, it's like, I haven't heard, I have heard but haven't played, I have played. Right? 2 questions are definitely not necessary. How's it? It was amazing. Fruity, interface. Was it good? It definitely looks nice. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Sometimes with these events, I'm kind of confused which button does what on the like main menu, because they will have like a separate tab for the story, and then separate tab for event activities, and sometimes like one more for something else. So it's like sometimes it's a bit confusing when you first look at it, but it's not really that big of an issue. As long as they look nice, it's fine. The atmosphere, amazing. Plot content, peak. Rewards, I'm always satisfied. I don't really care about rewards much. How's it with the time? Yeah, like, sure. Clarity of the tutorial? Sure. Various sub-events. Oh yeah, the Gene one was kind of scuffed. I would say like somewhat unsatisfied. It should have just... I mean, when I figured out that I can just exit by myself, after getting enough points, it was fine. But like the first stage I did, where I just went until the timer elapsed, was kind of painful. This was very cool. I heard that like a chatter of mine was saying that both he and all of his friends, however many people that is, felt like this was like too long and too boring, but I liked it. I just did like 1 or 2 per day. If you try to do them all in one sitting, yeah, I'm sure it would kind of drag out. But it was like anecdotes. Quite lovely. Used camera to capture differences. Yeah, I like the throwbacks to old events. And the Recon Falcon was also great. Echoes of memory. What are my reasons for the satisfaction? There is nothing about the like throwbacks, the nostalgia. The game of finding references is interesting. I mean, yeah, going back to a previous location to kind of reminisce how it was in the bygone days, and then like, wait, this isn't quite like it used to be. Most of the things here were super obvious, like a giant ship crashed next to the lake, or the statue is clean instead of venti. But maybe in the future they could do more subtle things as well. The dialogue for sure. And I will go other. I liked reminiscing. Is that how you type reminiscing? Oh yes, I'm pretty sure I actually got it right. I like reminiscing. about past events. Like the Crucible from 1.0. How interesting do you find it? Yeah, sure. Difficult? I mean, there was no difficulty in this event. Primary device, PC, mouse, and keyboard, like it matters. The Lion Fang. Dissatisfaction. The party is too difficult and like the gameplay, I don't know, suitable characters. The trial characters aren't useful. It's hard to aim, using numerous enemies. The stages drag on for too long. They should have just ended after a single sword phase. Hello, GP Keep. A survey? Yep. Our Patchley survey. Oops! Oh my god! Oh no! Wait! I didn't want to ban you. Shoot! Unban GP Keep. I'm so sorry, GP Keep. I misclicked. Wanted to ban. Are you there? You are there. Okay, okay. I wanted to ban the boss, but I banned you by accident. Yeah. I just misclicked the wrong name in the chat. Unrecognized command ban. Yeah, I cannot ban somebody. Oh my god, stop it. Because this message from the long-haired whatever. Oh, Streamlabs banned them. But then the message still appeared here. And then I just deleted the first message I saw, which was yours and not the bot's. Yeah, okay. It's fine, it's fine. I saved you. I mean, I was the one who put you at risk. So the quick ban. But like, I'm wondering why it doesn't work sometimes. Because like, yeah, I have some of the phrases banned that the bots type. But sometimes they go through anyways, even though they type that exact word. Maybe the O's are different or something. I don't know. Okay. How interesting I find the Lion Fang Roar sub event. Somewhat boring, to be honest. Difficulty? Very easy. Any other comments about version Luna 5's events? I like tower defense. Okay. I'm not gonna waste more time typing here. But they didn't ask me a single question about the other events. Tower defense or the shrooms. Yeah, so I was saying, are the girls now in Baida Harbor permanently? Because we had the shroom event where we had to take pictures for our shroomy friends. And Hanaya, she said that they are gonna move to Baida Harbor and just set up shop there. I'm wondering, are they still there after the event ended? They should be over here. Let's see, moment of truth. Oh shoot, they actually are! Hey there, Bonehead Killjoy, we're here to play with you. Don't worry, we'll have plenty more chance to relax together like this in the future. Yo, and we can feed them! The fruit-flavored jelly imported from that cry left our companions deep in thought. Golden Civil Companion, may everything go your way in the days ahead. Remember, you're welcome to come back and meet up with us anytime. Paimon hopes so too. Paimon feels like, never mind our first meeting, Hanaya. You've changed from the last time we went in Fontaine. You're more noble, elegant, and more considerate. Is that so? Perhaps it's the combined influence of Sokka, Mr. Balfour, and Miss Nadia. About the Little Fungi playground? I was kinda curious too. Take these counters, for example. We're finding a place for our friends to rest and have fun. They've gotta have some other use, right? Yes, they do. The foot traffic through by the harbor is ideal, so I'm planning to use this place as a platform to help more people understand how gentle fungi can be. Besides selling the finished Lil Fangai's fantastic Fiesta tabletop game, those interested can also interact briefly with Kindlejoy and Blitzara under my guidance. Once I'm done with on Fangai communities, I will be selling copies here too. In time, more people will start to see that you can trust some gentle, intelligent Fangai. They've got what it takes to be great partners, just like the Sorians in Atlan. When the time is right, if we ever host more Beast Tamer tournaments, this would be a great operational base. Okay. You mentioned Atlan is under Sorian companions. Have you traveled through Atlan before? Not quite. But I mentioned she'd actually met you before, and she even told me all about your original exploits in Atlan. I think I've heard about this before. Could it be Nasta? It sounds like it could be her. Okay. Nice! They actually do live here now. Even after the event. Draft on the Fangay clan? Lovely. Lovely. So it is pretty likely we will get more content here in the future. Because this small event wasn't just another, like, you know, they went past and disappear again. Now they actually do live in by the harbor. I also love... What? My screen just flashed. I also love the fact that they put them specifically in by the harbor. Because this place has nothing going on. So adding something here is a huge win. But hey, we can summon the Wave Rider, which is cool. I guess. Maybe. There's already a Wave Rider point here. And over here. Okay, let's collect some artifacts. Oh yeah, I also got this pig piece earlier. Double high roll crit feather. On the day card from Rising Winds set. My piece is already almost perfect. But it could be better. Attack percent, a double crit. 5.3 attack also, this is like mid. It's mid, high or mid low. Not sure which mid it is. Let me check, because I don't remember the attack values. Is 5.8 the highest and 5.3 would be mid high? So I think it's on the stats page. Main affix, minor affix. Attack percent, yeah, that's mid-high. Mid-high attack and high both crits. Almost as good as it gets. I believe. Even if it rolls once into flat death, it can still be useful. It wouldn't be amazing, but it could still be useful. Especially for Klee and Durin. Because I have 3 characters who want to play this set, and potentially more in the future. Potentially Fisher as well at some point. Yeah, all the way to plus 16. Let's go. We high rolled the crit rate. And low rolled the crit damage and rolled twice flat death. I'm very tempted to reshape this, but this will be such a waste, man. I'm just gonna get a better feather one day. But I have so many characters who play this. It's like... Because one issue with rerolling a piece like this is that one day I will just get another piece that is just as good. It's a feather. Getting a feather that's 4-liner, double crit attack percent isn't that unlikely, at least compared to getting good Suns, Goblets and Hats, right? when you have added when you add the main stat into the mix, suddenly you are like 20 times less likely to get a good piece, because the main stat you want is 5% occurrence rate. But on this set specifically, so yeah, and yeah, so like I said, why reroll this if I'm gonna just get another one? But on this set, I actually do kinda want multiple perfect feathers. So if even if I get a perfect feather later on, I would still be able to use this one and the new one both, because one will go on Klee, one will go on Varka. I mean, yeah, the one that I got just now. Although, I mean, I would rather have EM or Flat Attack or ER here, so it's not even perfect. Is it even worth rerolling? I've got 36 Dust of Enlightenment. But like, when I finally get a super amazing piece, I would potentially want to have multiple reroll opportunities. So it's not like, oh, I have 36 pieces, so I can reroll 18 artifacts. Because if I want to reroll a piece, I'll probably want to reroll it multiple times until I actually get it perfect. This goblet is almost worth rerolling, actually. Varka doesn't really care about ER or EM or anything. I could just roll until everything goes into crit. But I would rather I would still rather have ER EM flat attack rather than HP defense. I guess that's the reason why I still haven't rerolled it. It is a four-liner double crit attack goblet onset. I could get quite a nice crit upgrade from this. But like rerolling this is probably a better idea than rerolling the feather. Also, I'm not really gonna be playing. I'm never gonna be playing both Klee and Varka in Stygian. So whoever I play just gets this piece. Yeah, I feel like this is a throw. And probably so is this one. It's got like slightly more attack but less crit than my other piece. And less flat def, wowee. So I probably just throw both of these. But Varka only wants crit rate and damage, also attack percent. Attack percent and double crit is what Varka wants. He doesn't really react meaningfully, because you need to play 2 Anemo and then 2 of the same element. So like 2 Pyro to Anemo, 2 Hydro to Anemo, 2 Electro to Anemo. The Swear doesn't really do any meaningful damage, so EM is worthless. His burst is garbage, waste of time. Pressing it lowers your DPS, so ER is worthless. So yeah, the best final sub for a Varka piece is actually like flat attack. Like the perfect Varka feather would be double crit, attack percent, flat attack. And then you roll all into crit. That would be ideal. This is almost perfect, for example, here. If only this was a 4-liner, this would be the perfect hat. It's still pretty amazing though. It does have the worthless ER, but at this point every stat is worthless. And maybe sometimes you need to burst to dodge an enemy attack or something, right? Like the burst can still be used sometimes. This is an onset. My off piece is a flower. I don't know. Maybe I do reroll it once. Waste 1 dust. One dust down the drain. Okay, sure. Let's do this. Nice. It's perfect. We even high rolled crit damage. The crit rate was a mid-high roll. And then the attack rolls, so this is 19.8. What is the attack is slightly low on average? 9.8 divided by 4, so the average attack roll is 4.95, which is mid-low. So we did get some low roll attacks. But it's still fine. It's still perfectly fine. Yeah, this is probably worth 1 dust. I mean, this is low for 4 attack rolls. With 4 attack rolls, you can get up to 5.83 times 4. So this could have been 23 attack, right? We lost 2.5 attack percent for nothing. No, 3.5. 3.5 attack percent. Essentially, 1 roll of attack percent is gone because of the low rolls. So this is actually this is insanely bad. But yeah, this is probably better. Is it actually? Because we do lose a bunch of crit. Ah, we don't lose that much crit, because we gain crit rate, and we lose... This is actually all high rolls. This 23.3. So we do lose 1 full roll of crit damage to gain a tiny bit of crit rate and then 10 attack percent. I mean, yeah, this is worth it. We'll give Klee the piece I had before. This would also be amazing on Durin if I didn't need the ER. Because Durin actually wants attack more so than the other stats, but Durin actually wants ER as well. So that's the one issue with this piece. And why I was so hesitant to reroll it. If this had ER as well, even if it didn't roll ER, if it had ER, it would be an amazing Durin piece. But then, if it had ER, I would not be rerolling it, because no matter how it rolled, it would be perfect anyways. So 96.6, we gain 20 crit rate from the set, so this is 96.6. We don't overcap or anything, so that's good. No EM, no ER. 1 sub actually of ER. So this is perfect. This is perfect. This has room for improvement. I could have 2 more crit rolls here. If it was a 4-liner, that's 1. And if it didn't roll at flat attack. This... If I'm in the mood for rerolls, we could try to roll more crit and dodge the HP percent rolls. Because this is a 4-liner double crit attack goblet, which then rolled twice HP percent. Might be worth rolling. Honestly. But what if I would rather play pyro damage? I don't know, man. Are we in the mood for another reshape? Ah, YOLO. This one can actually get worse when we reshape, but it can get better as well. Do I think Varka will get a buffer? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Nicole will be a good buff for Varka teams. I could definitely see that coming. It's actually worse. It's strictly worse. But that's fine. Because sometimes the dust just don't work, and that's what it is. What it is. We didn't really waste them, because whatever I would have used them on, like if we think this is deterministic, whatever I would have used them on, they would have been just as big of a waste. So it doesn't matter that I wasted on this piece or something else. We can just keep the original, thankfully. Do we go again? Probably not, honestly. I was kinda... Because one thing about Varka... I mean, Varka will still be good. But... I mean, it is, but like, sometimes they just fail, right? Sometimes the DAS just don't do what you want them to do. And that's like, built into the system. I didn't misuse the system. It's just sometimes you don't get anything from your reroll, right? Sometimes you get exactly the same piece. Or even worse than it was. If you are trying to fish for more than 2 rolls. You are guaranteed an upgrade if you just want like 2 rolls. Into the stats you chose, but if you want more than 2, yeah, it's just random. So what was I saying? Rumors are, or some leaks are, that Lochen will be an on-field cryo driver for Meld-Durin teams. And Meld-Durin is definitely something I would be interested in playing. I have a C2 Durin, and I love Durin, so building a team fully around his damage, I would dig that for sure. So I might not even play that much Varka going forward. Because if I just need a Pyro team, I might choose to go with a Durin, unless Anemo is required. Because the Meld Durin team would not be playing all the Anemo stuff. I would probably still have a Sucrose or something. But I wouldn't have Venti in my team, right? So if grouping is required, we would play Venti with Varka. But if I just need Pyro damage, I wouldn't go with Varka, I would go with Durin Lochen. However, Lochen might suck. Lochen might be so bad that the strategy will not be viable. Or he might just be a different character. We'll have to see when he comes out. Although we should get... yeah, like next week. Next week we should know what Nicole and Lochen do. I'm pretty excited. And in the Genshin beta you can actually look at the leaks of the character's kit and know what they will be doing when they come out. Because in Zenless, the character kits, even if you like look at the beta leaks, the character kits change completely, like twice a week or sometimes twice a day even. So it's kind of pointless to try to look at the leaks and be like, oh, this character will be X or Y, I will prepare my teams. Because like, yeah, they will revamp them 18 times before the release. But for example, Linnea had 0 changes. Actually, she had 1 change that then got rolled back. So it didn't even go through in the final version. They nerfed her ability to mine crystals. And then they just turned it back to how it was. That's all the balance changes they've done to Linnea over the 6 weeks of her beta cycle. Which I'm quite excited for Lochen. I really hope, even if he's kinda bad at C0, I really hope he at least has good cons that will synergize well with Durin. Because I can get him from selectors and stuff. So I will get the cons eventually. Like, if he's good for Durin, right? I could get him to C6 eventually. So even if only at C6 he would make Meld Durin a formidable DPS, I'm still fine with that. I just hope he won't suck at every con. Kinda like Mizuki. I love Mizuki, I like playing her. And her cons are fine, but she's so bad at the baseline that even fine cons just don't quite cut it. So I hope he's either actually a good character baseline and then has fine cons. Like Tinari maybe? Level? But like kinda upgraded to modern standards. How Tinari was in 3.0. Kinda deal. Or I hope that if he's bad at the baseline, at least his cons are kinda insane. Kinda like Mona, maybe you could say. Mona C0 kinda sucks, even after the buffs. But her cons are her cons are insane. Especially C4. That's the one that gives crit rate, right? Or is it C2? Maybe C2 gives the crit rate and crit damage to your team? Whatever. Whichever con gives crit rate is a banger. Fontaine. So I'm quite excited about what the new version. Oh come on! What the new version will bring. Luna 7, right? Because right now we're in Luna 5. Luna 6 will be the next one with Linnea, and Luna 7 will be the Lochen patch. Allegedly, at the very least. We still don't have official drip marketing for those patches. Oh, and we might also get a new 4-star. A new 4-star Anemo girl. We do know that there is an Anemo girl coming. And she does definitely look like a 4-star. Because yeah, we saw her in the trailer, she has an Anemo vision. So that's like confirmed. Hello, Sayonara. But what does she do? Some leakers said that she's a mini venti. Whatever that's supposed to mean. She's probably gonna be yet another Anemo 4-star that is power crept by Sucrose. Or like reverse power crept. Like every single other Anemo 4-star we've gotten. And there is way too many of them. You've run out of the Geo character Ascension shards? The gemstones, you mean? You can convert other types into Geo. But yeah, I want to go here. And if I go Anemo, the element should be like way above. Like it should be third after weapon type. The special stat, which is the Ascension stat being this high, is Giga Scaffed, because you click Anemo and then like, why are there no characters? So yeah, Anemo 4-star, right? There is Sucrose, and we have worse than Sucrose, but at least heals. Worse than Sucrose, Faruzan is unique. She is an Anemo buffer, not a VV slave. Worse than Sucrose. Worse than Sucrose, but at least she shields. Worse than Sucrose, but at least he heals. Worse than Sucrose, but at least she heals. So yeah, out of the 7 Anemo 4-stars we've gotten since Sucrose, 6 of them are just Sucrose downgrades. So I'm really hoping they go for something more unique next time. You never fight the Geo bosses. I mean, if you never fight the Geo bosses, that means you probably just don't have the Geo characters that would require the mats in the first place, no? So shouldn't be a big deal. But yeah, you can just convert using the Dust of Azoth that you can buy. Oh yeah! Speaking of buying from the shop. We should go to the shop and buy from it. 49 Acquaint Fates. Saving for Lochen. Okay. If I actually... Because like, I will wait until Lochen comes to standard banner. If he's truly a standard 5-star, which is pretty likely. If it will actually pay off and I will get a con of him, just a patch after he comes out, that would be an absolute banger. But it's very unlikely. Well, at least I'm giving myself a chance. If I were to just spend them now, there would be no way I could get him. Gecko is hard in IT. I'd have Zibai Columbina against the Gecko, so he just exploded. I didn't even know what was happening on the screen. He was like walking in the air, summoned the crystal, I hit the crystal and he died. But yeah, I mean, I did have the character the boss was designed to shield, so... Yeah, but you should be fine with any Geo. You just need some Geo... Ideally Geo damage, worst case scenario if you don't have any Geo DPSs and you don't want to like build Noel or anything, you can just use Overload as well. Or Claymore characters. Just anybody who can deal good damage to Geo structures. Geo damage is best because it has like a better... It will deal more damage to him after you cause him to fall down. But when it comes to just destroying the crystal quickly, Overload or blunt attacks can be just as good. So like an Overload Klee team would be amazing, because Klee's bombs are blunt attacks, they deal a lot of damage to Geo shields, and you've got Overloads from your Fischl, which also destroy Geo shields quickly. And they just have a lot of damage as well, which is also good. So that's the best thing you can do if you do not have any Geo DPSs. No Navia, no Itto, no Jibai, no Linnea. Because Linnea can be a main DPS. If you don't have anybody else, if you don't have any other Geo characters, Linnea main DPS would probably be your best bet against the Gecko. If you pulled Linnea. Or like Noel main DPS with Linnea is probably the better way, but then you need to level up your Noel, which you might not want to do. But would be a solid team. Noel has a lot of Geo application. Because she has no ICD on her Geo attacks. On her Geo... Her normal attacks have no ICD on their Geo application. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. So every single normal attack is a Geo hit. Pretty insane. I'm not even sure if there are any other characters with ICD like that. Like every normal attack applies the element? I don't think anybody does that. Oops. Maybe they figured that applying Geo is so worthless that she might as well apply it on every hit. She attacks pretty slowly, so at least there is that. That's the one thing that keeps it more balanced. But still the application is incredibly fast. You can also do the spin, but the spin does end up being slightly slower. But the spin also applies Geo on every hit. When you do the charge attack. It can be better in AoE. But it is worse versus single enemies. What was that? Scav the jump. What's my artifact route? I mean, it's what you see me do on screen right now. This is like the ending part of it. The video I used. Well, let me first finish, right? Because if I take a break now, I will be like, wait, where was I supposed to go? So I'll finish first. The video I used was from 7 Please. Probably the best Genshin content creator on YouTube right now, actually. And his video was just essentially going over artifact routes that Graf made, because Graf is the artifact farming goat. His videos are like lower production value, they are not voiced. It's only like text. and they are not that frequent, but he does create a lot of resources for artifact farming. Graph, that is, right? He creates spreadsheets that go over how long it takes to collect different spots, and he creates some tools for people to even like build their own artifact routes depending on their needs, right? So there is he doesn't as much post he doesn't post that many full artifact routes, but he more so posts about different like locations you can go to and provides tools to cobble a route together so that it best suits your needs. It's great if you know what you are doing and if you know what you want, but if you are just like a newbie to artifact farming and you are just, okay, I just want artifacts, what do I do? It can be a bit harder to get into from Graf's videos. But he did post a video recently where he just does a full route using all the new spots from Luna 4. Like, not all of them, but some of them. The useful ones. So there are some videos like this on Graf's channel as well. But yeah, the video I used was the 7 video, because I just needed a route, and that was what popped up in my feed at the time. And I will send it to you in a sec. And the first couple times I did this, 5 maybe 10 times, I would just have the video open on my other screen, or I would alt tab over to it to just see if I'm going into the right spots, just follow the route. And then after a while you just remember. After a while you just remember where you're supposed to go. I also did set up markers on my map. It does take a bit of time, it's kinda annoying, but it is helpful eventually. So yeah, the way this route works is I start over. I first start off, not start off. I first start off at the resort, grab some spots over here, then here, here, and in the Easy Breeze Market. Then I go over to Fontaine, to the Research Institute, or like the Institute of Natural Philosophy. Collect some of the artifacts on the bookshelves there. Then I go to Natlan. I run along here to the little cave that is full of artifacts and also grab some right next to the waypoint. Then I go to Inazuma. Grab artifacts all around this little house in Koseki village. Then there is a little Fatui camp with 3 spots, and then all of the Seraimaru. Seraimaru can be kinda annoying to go through, because in Seraimaru there are a bunch of shiny spots which are not artifact spots. So if you grab them, because you can only grab 100 artifact spots in a day before they stop spawning. After I have grabbed 100 spots, whenever I go to a new location, which would have had shiny spots I could grab, they will just not spawn after I've grabbed 100, right? So, you need to make sure you don't grab any of the worthless ones that are just veggies or weapons or only Mora and no artifacts. Because then you like lose out on artifact spots. And then, after Inazuma, I go over to Sumeru. And like, when I TP to Sumeru, when I TP here, I'm at 99. Actually, this is where I TP. I'm at 99 out of 100 spots. Because the way this works is that new spots will not spawn after you have grabbed 100 shiny spots. But if they have already spawned in, if they're already around you, they will still stay. So when I grab this artifact spot over here as my 100th one, all of the other ones here are still loaded in, and as long as I don't walk too far away from them, they will all stay lit up and I can still grab them. And then I just go all over the temple. So I will try to find the video for you. I think I had it in my like watch later playlist. Hello, Lil Monix. Mojang Professor. I might just need to look this video up. Oh no, I found it. But yeah, this is a bit outdated, right? So this is the video that I used. However, you might want to watch a different video like this one. This is like more up to date. This is from like last month. And the one I sent is way older. The one that I sent first. So this is from Graf himself, the artifact goat. And this is probably an even better route. Your spell dice got 80. I mean, 80 is not hard pity. You are in soft pity. Hard pity is 90, and it's almost impossible to get to. And you have 0 pulse. That is unfortunate. You finally finished Starlay story and the event. Very nice. I have started the event, but I still haven't finished it. I will be focusing on Divergent Universe for now, but we'll do the event eventually. We have 2 weeks for that. Melina Wonders Belina Havers, indeed. Especially for those sick exploration abilities. As a resilience gamer, her ability to mine and collect animals faster is absolutely amazing. Better than any like combat viability she might have. She will be part of the best team in the game. Because the Jibai Linnea Columbina team should just be the best team that we have. But I don't even care about that. It's all about the rocks. League's website? I mean, you can steal on Yattamoe. You can still see upcoming characters, right? And then the website they actually pull from is Lunaris Moe. So that's like the one website with actual like leaked Genshin content. Because like Hakushin is gone. Home Digicat is gone. We don't have anything for Tsaritsa, of course. She is still like 3 patches away or something, or 4. But just like for upcoming content in general. Is Linnea here though? Maybe we need to like... I'm pretty sure this is the website they pull data from, so Linnea has to be here. Do you have to like... Show unreleased, here we go. Gotta do the toggle. Yeah. And then Project Amber pulls the same data from Lunaris, because they don't... Project Amber, they don't source their own leaked content to put on the website. On their servers, they don't host any of this. They just pull from other websites, like it was Hakushin before, and now it's Lunaris. By the way, you can see everything that changed from the very first Linnea kit to the very final one. And all that happened is some like wording changes. Instead of when tapping, it's after using. And not a single actual change happened in her entire kit. I want to just look at her mats. Yeah. Both these and these. So both the flowers and the world bosses are new. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the like... The new world boss from that realm. From that Asmodee realm thingy. I think the boss will actually be in Dorman Port, but there were like... In the live stream they were saying that there are two guys like this, and the one is in the Asmodee realm and the other just like somehow escaped the Asmodee realm and it just lives in Dorman Port, terrorizing citizens and stuff. And that's where we'll be farming her weekly boss. It kind of looks like a like an Abyss Herald, but it's not Abyssal. It's angelic, I guess, or shade-ish, whatever. Can we have 50 co-op invites daily? And yeah, new flowers from the new map as well, from Dorman Port. Which makes so little sense, because like she is from Not Cry, but then uses Dorman port mats. And like, why? We'll have a bunch of Mondstadt characters added. At least Varka used wolf hooks, right? So at least he actually used Mondstadt mats. Yeah, actually used Mondstadt mats and not something from Not Cry. Although Varka would make more sense for Not Cry mats, because he does actually reside in Not Cry currently. Or like, he moves between Not Cry and Mondstadt. First it took him 6 years, or 5 years, to go from Mondstadt to Not Cry, and now he goes between Not Cry and Mondstadt, and like, he'll be in Not Cry 1 week, then in Mondstadt the next one, and then back in Not Cry the next week.
Yeah.
He just teleports between them, pretty much. And it took him 5 years at first to get there. But now he can just like pop into Mondstadt to say hello, and then back to Not Cry next week to fight more monsters. I guess at least in his quest they said that Dvalin helped us get there quickly. But still, sometimes he goes to Not Cry and back to Mondstadt without Dvalin's help. Or who knows, maybe he always gets Dvalin to help him nowadays. And he couldn't get Dvalin to help him originally because he wasn't even sure where he was going. Temporary teleporter. I'm pretty sure we are the only ones who can actually use them. Like, it is canon that we can teleport. But I'm pretty sure it's also canon that nobody else knows what the teleporters even do. I think it's in the description for them. All devices are scattered across Teyvat, seemingly forming a certain order. People on the continent see them as ancient gimmicks. They are accustomed to their existence despite not knowing their purpose. To the foreign traveler, however, their function becomes quite apparent. So yeah, Teyvat natives can't use them. It seems like. And this is 1.0 lore. The description has been in the game since 1.0, unchanged. Got all of some 1.0 lore. Oh, where's Madame Pink? Is she not here at night? Yo, remember when NPCs actually cared about whether it's night or day? Because they care about this in Breath of the Wild. But then they realized that there's like no point. Okay, no chests nearby. Which the Genshin 1.0 was visibly more Breath of the Wildy. With how the music worked, enemy placements, chest contents. They were way more useless early on. Kinda like individual Koroks can be kinda useless. But there is still something to find. Wherever you go. Nowadays, chests have more purpose. Like there will always be some enemy encounter or something. And then the chests actually have rewards. You're trying to think of what you need to do in the Hoyo games now. Divergent Universe as well, for sure, if you haven't done too much of it. There are a lot of star rates to get from there. But yeah, there's a easy cooking event and a easy combat event. Kind of a weird one. Where you play teams of 2 characters and you switch between the teams. So like, you can switch, you have 2 character teams where you switch between the characters and then you can switch between entire teams as well. So you end up playing like a pseudo 6 character team in 3 sets of 2. Pretty weird. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I mean, it's kinda... I don't love content that is just fight until the timer runs out. I prefer where I have to kill the enemy before time runs out and not fight the enemy until time runs out and then I get a score depending on how much damage I dealt. I prefer just regular. Kill the enemy content. So yeah, I do find Deadly Assault a bit annoying. It's not horrible, but it's a bit annoying that the stages have to last this long. I prefer like Stygian, where like you end up spending a similar amount of time. I mean, Stygian is like 2 minutes and Deadly Assault is 3 minutes, I think. And when you are clearing bosses on Dire in Stygian, you kinda need the entire 2 minutes. But it still feels better. But I guess Stygian Dire is kinda like actually killing bosses in Deadly Assault, but I'm not good enough to kill bosses in Deadly Assault, and if I could kill them, I could also do it faster. Like if I played well enough, you can cut off like 20 seconds if you just play Shungus and kill whichever boss is weak to physical. Yeah. Okay. We have a few TCG achievements left. I don't know myself. Every now and then I'll be like, man, I need to get into the TCG. But I never actually do. I was kinda close one time, where I even found some decks and made one and fought like 3 NPCs. But then that didn't last long. One other thing I need to do as well is do some Milias. What is this? In development? This is not a game. I'm giving the opportunity to simply walk around the map of a new game we are developing. And it's a trending Wonderland? Wait, there's Minecraft? Build and chill. Growth exploration? Fans of treasure just when exploring, level up and defeat the boss. Yeah, we are just going to the AFK stages. So I'm not sure who would be the best content creator to go to for like decks and just stuff like that. I would just have to type Genshin TCG in on YouTube and look through the videos to find something nice that came out within the last like 2 months. Even though I don't have the like daily stage to do anymore, I still have to do 3 different stages for all the weekly quests in the BP. So this is 1, this will be 2, and this will be 3. So I still need to go here. I myself still have one CG achievement as well. But I will... Like, one achievement doesn't matter. It matters whether you have every possible achievement or not. And there is still one more achievement that's blocking me. And that's the one about wasting resin on ley lines. There are 2. So once I get Bounty of the Earth, I'm at like 570 or something. Once I get this, by only spending resin during the double events on ley lines, I will then go for the legendary high roller to just have a fully completed quest log. But for now, I don't really care much. It's either you get all of them or like for me it's like this. Either I get all of them or I don't care about getting any of them. I mean, I do care about getting all the new achievements as they come out, but I don't care about cleaning up one of the annoying ones if there's another annoying one that I can't really complete without. How do I leave this room, by the way? Here. I didn't want to just click play again and then change this Wonderland, because I would still be in this room, which would make the like loading into the stage slower. Your GBI team currently does 140k DPS, that's nice. Although I feel like it should be fast, it should be higher. Because you have C2. It's C2R1 GBI, right? In my Flints team, where I had Flints on Sinosig, C1 R1 in FA, and Columbina with a 4-star, and then Sucrose with a 4-star, I had 180k. I imagine a C2 R1 Zibai should be even stronger than that team though. But there's artifact quality. Also, maybe the dummy is not counting something properly. Yeah, with the cons, the rotations are slightly different on Zibai. You can do the 2 and 5 EE and 1E with C1. What is it with Geo characters and the C1 messing up their combos? Like, it's still definitely a very strong C1. But Ito has the same issue where his C1 also messes up his combos. What does Navia C1 do? Does it mess up her combos? I mean, Navia barely has combos. It's like EN4, EN4 or something, or however many normal attacks she has in her combo. Yeah, 4. Each stack of Cruiser Shrapnel consumed will restore 3 energy to her and decrease the cooldown by 1 second. So no, C1 actually does not affect her combos at all, she can just burst more often. Same for C2, it's just more damage when you E. The C6 might change slightly how you want to play. But yeah, I mean that's a C6, so that point doesn't really matter. I actually do like it when C6s change up how a character plays. And like even if, like when any cons change up how a character plays, it's pretty cool. Nothing like major. I don't know the totally new unique gameplay opportunity that's only available when you have cons. But if you can feel that you have the cons, right? If when you have the character without cons and next to it a character with cons, you should be able to tell that they have cons through more than just higher numbers. That's the kind of cons that I like more. And the kind of cons that I don't really own at all. Like the C2 Durin is just numbers. C2 Wanderer is... Actually C2 Wanderer... C1 Wanderer changes how you want to use his burst slightly. So Wanderer actually does matter. C2 doesn't matter. You play the same way. In FAC1, just numbers. It's just the characters I like don't have interesting cons early on at the very least. C6 is cool, maybe we'll get there eventually. C2 Chiori makes it so that you want to burst more often. So there is that. C1 Iran, C1 Xianyun exploration cons. I don't regret C1 Xianyun. I use her a bunch. Even though I don't use her now, I have used her a bunch in the past to run across the map. Remember when I had this phase where I would not teleport at all when doing dailies, and I would just run like from Natlan to Mondstadt to do my dailies and then like run between them? the sickly resinless phase. And yeah, Xianyun, C1 Xianyun was actually the like that was the catalyst. That's what prompted me to even try doing something this insane, like walking through Teyvat multiple times in a day, because it just felt so good to use. But yeah, when I finally got Chaska is what caused me to stop doing that. Because moving around with Xianyun was super fun. Moving around with Chaska is boring. She's too efficient. And you don't need Binefa for exploration. I have a team that essentially consists of Chiori and Varesa. Because the Wanderer and Chaska aren't doing anything. I mean, if you are exploring a solo Linnea with no other teammates will be perfectly fine. we are talking about exploration here. And also, Linnea definitely does not need Inefa in her teams. She doesn't even really want Inefa in her teams. Even if you don't have Zibai, actually going with like Noel and focusing on Lunar Crystallized damage. Oh, Wanderer level increased, nice. And focusing on Lunar Crystallized damage might be the better way to play. It at the very least should be competitive. With just Columbina Inefa. And of course when you have Zibai, yeah, kick out that Inefa. No space for her in the team anymore. And that will be the strongest team. Linnea Columbina is actually its own wheelchair core. Oh nice, 15. Wonder if I did any excess ones or if it was exactly 15. I was not counting. And we did get this in time, because remaining time this B period is 7 hours. Just in time. I did miss the special effect last time. On the last BP. Because I forgot about logging in one time. And then I couldn't reach the final level without completing all of this past period missions. Which are kinda rough. Because I would need to do like every single one or something. Be top 25% on any leaderboard and like, what is this? Why is this a task? Excuse me? The Nicole after Jibai, but don't know who's coming after. So, next patch, from what we know, next patch should be 3 new characters. Nicole, Lochen, and the Anemo 4-star girl. Another Sucrose downgrade. Possibly. Hopefully not though. And then the only character from the silhouettes that would be left would be Sandrone. So she will be coming next. And then we might get maybe one more surprise unit before Sneznaya. Kinda like Inefa was a surprise unit that was not on the... Inefa was not among the silhouettes we got during Natlan, right? She came after. So I would assume we will get Sandrone after the Nicole Lochen patch. And then maybe one more character. Oh. And then Sneznaya. Where am I going? What's happening? Huh? What? Yo. Somebody put effort into making this. Can I sit here? Oh my god. I can look down upon the lowly mortals. Huh. And there are more islands like this. Yo, there is another one. Over there. Oh, and over here as well. Oh my god. Yo, there's like a temple here or something? Why did they put so much effort into this? They could have put like 10% of this effort into the not crazy pot. I mean, I don't mind that this is high quality. But yeah, not crazy pot could be more interesting for sure. And features like these would be nice. There are no more places to sit down though. And where will this take me? Back down. Okay. The first island was the best because it actually had a little thingy to sit down on. And this will take me back over there. Probably. Oh no, it actually takes me between the two gates. And this gate will take me up there, but this, what does this gate do? Oh, it just moves me back to the other side of the lobby. There are so many gates! Gate Impact. And yeah, this is the one that takes me... No, wait, this is the one I just took. This is the one that takes me up. Yeah, this is the one that takes me to the floating island. And if I press spacebar right here, I die. Whee! Okay. Oh yeah, also, today's my last chance. If I wanted to purchase this outfit on a discount, I was saying before that if they just allowed me to buy, because like you could only pick one of these outfits to get for free, and I ended up picking the maid outfit. And they said that if they made it so they can buy the other one, I would buy it. And we can buy the other one in this patch. It's actually super cheap even. 480 is like pennies. But yeah, this is my last chance to buy it. But I will need to top up in Emilyastra in order to buy them. I could go as low as 15 bucks. But if I would top up, I would like buy the biggest one now. To just have some for use later. But I don't think I want to spend on Emilyastra at all. I could also buy the other horse outfit. And this should still be in the... Actually wait, time until removal, 7 hours. Oh, but that's like the promotion, right? That's the bundle promotion thingy. The item will still be in the shop. Or maybe not actually. Will it? I think it will, right? Because these are old outfits. But yeah, normally an outfit costs... A 4-star outfit would cost 1200. But because there's a bundle and there's a discount, it costs 480 to buy the other one. But nah, I don't think I... The hair is kinda nice though. And you can buy the eyes as well. I think you cannot get these eyes otherwise. I think you can only buy them. We needed Germany eyes over from Zenless. The like yellow red, black eyes that have the characters in Zenless head, especially in 1.0. For my Ellen cosplay. Probably this would be best for now. But yeah, there's this very specific yellow, red, black that Ellen and a bunch of other characters have. Oh my god. You can look so tight. It's the general facial makeup can't wake up. Mark of willpower. Rose's remembrance. Oh my god, this looks lewd. Sweet berry juice. Chromatic artisan makeup. And they can buy lipstick? Oh my god. What? Oh, because these are for the mannequin and these are for the mannequin? Why does this generic guy pop up though? Oh yeah, mannequin eye shape and those are the mannequin eye shape. Oh, and the general ones are for both genders. So the eye colors are actually for both genders. That's nice. I mean, you would expect they would be, but you never know. Like, the eyes are gendered for some reason. There are way more mannequin eye shapes, though. Or maybe not. This gives Ara vibes. Dewdrop shadows. Oh, this would be good. Frostbloom Grove, this would be good for Ellen. Sleepy guys. You can combine this with the can't wake up. No, wait, where was it? Here. You can create some cool things, but it costs you. Okay, before we continue, I'll probably do some rhythm gaming. I'll take a quick bathroom break. So don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Streamers gone. Yes, I disappeared forever. An eternity has passed. Let's go. All the way up here. This is one of the highest, tallest buildings in all of Liu, actually. Like, this is higher up, but it's because it just starts higher. They're probably like the same size, actually. Or maybe the one I'm standing on is even bigger. But yeah, we'll be standing here. And we'll play some music. How long is this one? 2 minutes? Did I just get a good? I might have. Oh no! Okay, I did have goods already. Yeah, okay. This wasn't that big of a loss. Yeah, go for all the specialization, because I already perfected every single song. As you can see from the borders, I perfected every single song on Legendary Canorus mode. And here I even have every album has the like platinum border. So the only thing left for me to do, I mean, I could do custom maps, but I usually don't like them as much. So all that's left for me to do is try to get every song with all the modifiers. Then they appear. Like if I complete a song perfectly with all the modifiers, they appear here. But it's difficult. And I probably will never get all of them, but let's just try to get as many as I can. Where's the Sun Fontaine? This is 248. So whenever new songs come out, I will play them without all of this garbage first. And then once we are done with everything, that's when we return to suffering mode. Oh wait, I got a good like this early. One more try, one more try. I won't reset anymore. Oh, I'm good again. That's fine. Ah, man. And the hard notes are honestly like the least annoying one of the three modifiers. I feel like the insta-death is the most annoying because it doesn't actually add any difficulty, it just makes it so that the songs end abruptly, so it's less fun to play. And then the hard notes do make it harder, but in like a fun way. The fog is incredibly annoying. The fog is the worst. I dislike the sudden death the most because it's so pointless and doesn't even make things harder, like I said. But the fog is actually incredibly hard. The smaller notes, harder notes, they are fine. They matter the least. There's no way I'm completing this one, but let's see how far we can get. This is one of my favorite maps. Top 5 for sure. I got a good immediately. Wait, I got distracted because I got so good so early. Okay. Sure. That's one we could actually do, maybe. These are very old maps from old events. They tend to be easier than the newer ones from when this became a permanent mode. Ah, we got it good. Another one? OG viewers would remember how much suffering this map caused me in the past. So before we got this as a permanent game mode, we used to get events, temporary events with these songs. This was one such temporary event. And I just couldn't get this perfectly. I must have done hundreds of tries on this map. Over and over again, I would fail somewhere, I would get a good somewhere or whatever. I'm so much better at this now than I used to be though. But yeah, that's how you get good, right? You fail over and over until you stop failing. At some point. I mean, I did fail here, I did get to good, but this is with like all the sick modifiers. And I played for the first time in months, so... Not bad. But one of the major things that I changed since then is that I don't grind the same maps over and over. If I fail, so be it, we'll try next time. This causes so much less tilt. And just so much more fun to play these songs this way. Oh, I held for too long. Well, so be it. Next. Oh no, I didn't click S in time. It was 0 goods, I would have gotten it perfect. I just didn't click one of the buttons. You're supposed to use 2 fingers, I only use 1. Well, this is what it is. This one is a bit too long. This one is even longer, but I feel more motivated to do this one. This one is too long, proceeds to pick a longer song. I got the good. Ah, I held for too long. Happens. Ah, I clicked too early. Ah, I said clicking too fast. Man, this will be harder for the spam sections. And the worst, like what, 3 or 4 goods? 5 actually. Yeah, like it was in these sections where you had to just go like. I was going too fast at some points. Okay, I'm already kind of tired. When doing these songs on these like highest difficulties with the highest note falling speed, it's pretty exhausting on the eyes and on the brain. Not on the hands. I could keep going for way longer when it just comes to clicking. I do eventually get tired of clicking as well. So when I would play songs on like lower, like without all the modifiers and with slower notes, my eyes and head wouldn't get so tired, and eventually my hands would be. But yeah, here my eyes and just my head get tired before my hands. But gotta not overexert yourself. Let's do Genshin though. Let's do something without flashing lights. Whoops. You played so much regularly, your thumbs were literally stuck. Yeah, you should probably take breaks more often when stuff like that happens. Same here. Also, whenever I play this, I should get myself some eye drops whenever I play the fog mode. Because if you blink, you miss the notes. You can't blink. Like, you can barely... You need to be very careful about blinking. Let's say, when playing... the rhythm game. Kirara. With the fog, specifically. We're really gonna go flying in this weather? You think you can outrun a lightning strike? Probably Amber. No. Kole? Who else would be like gliding with us? Go flying. Chaska? Oh, it was Chaska, okay.
へえ、こんな天気の日に飛ぶとは、雷と競争でもするつもりか?
And the way she does it in Japanese sounds more like a challenge, and this is like, are you dumb? I mean, I haven't actually listened to the English line, I only read it. This is some healing ability. I think it's gonna be Shiguin. No. Barbara? No, Kokomi. It's a hydro healer, no? Wait, cold-blooded strike? Wait, is it not a hydro healer? Could this be like Arlecchino? It's probably Chichi. It's a cryo healer. Oh no, 53 streak. Why did I go with the Arlecchino? I kind of felt it would be cryo. Once I went through all the hydro healers, I'm like, maybe it's a cryo healer actually. I mean, there are 3 cryo healers, 4 cryo healers. There is Chichi, Mika, Escoffier, and the camera girl, whose name is Charlotte. I don't think it will be anybody but Chichi from the cryo healers. Oh, it was Kaya? Okay, bro. Which ability even is this? Is this a constellation? Is this like his C4 or something? No, it's not a constellation. It's a talent. Every hit with Frozno regenerates HP for carry equal to 15% of his attack. I knew he does this, but I didn't know it has an icon like this with a freaking droplet. I don't blame myself for losing my streak here, but it is unfortunate because I was carrying it for 53 days. Is this abyss hard? I didn't have any trouble. I mean, I didn't have any trouble with any abyss. since Sumeru. Last time I had trouble with Abyss was in Sumeru. With the Consecrated Beasts. They messed me up. There was an Abyss where I actually didn't get all the stars. But yeah, ever since the Fontainian characters came out and like our damage increased by a lot, but Abyss didn't become all that much harder. So you got yourself a Nuvilet, you got yourself an Arlecchino, then the Natlan DPSs. Like Abyss, I mean Abyss did get harder in the last like 3 years, but our damage got way higher while Abyss only got a bit harder. So as long as you own some modern DPSs, Abyss is kind of easy peasy. Stygian is where it's at with difficulty right now. Which I like, because with Stygian you can get all the Primogems and all but a single Dust of Refinement in co-op. So there are almost no rewards you cannot get in Stygian, even if you have like a 1-day old account. So Abyss being easier, Stygian being harder makes sense. Okay, it's a sword character which could be like anything. Fun. I'm thinking Yunjin, but Yunjin is not a sword character. He's a polearm. Nilo? Cryo. Ayaka, okay. Makes sense. Hello, Delete Hero. Or did I already say hello, Delete Hero? Maybe I did. Who knows? We are focused over here. Not Shuei again, man? Jingyuan! Actually, it could have been Jingyuan. Why did I... Man. Okay, I actually got good... I knew it's not Shanjo, but because I picked Jingyuan, it gave me all the info. A blunder that actually led to a quick victory. There's only one ailment that I can cure, and that is being short. Bye. Luca. No? It's Svarog. Yeah. Boom. Hook. Easy. There was actually one of the emojis was actually a hook. Makes sense. The punch doesn't really make much sense. I guess she has a giant glove thingy. The digger. Claw. Whatever. Oh. Shiza! Oh, it's not Shiza. It's Pulcra. That's 50-50, right? And they share everything else except for specialty. But this is why we go Piper first. Because if you went Piper fourth, and then this is what you get, this info is what you get, yeah, you're kinda cooked. Because then it's a 50-50. Ben and Coleda are actually the exact same kind of 50-50, where it's a stun character and a defense character, and everything else is the same. So, you gotta try to avoid these 50-50s as much as possible. Which mostly is... It's mostly electric attack characters. But also some more special cases. Like Pulcra Caesar, Ben Coleda. Those are the big ones that happen pretty often. I need to take note of what other characters have like super similar stuff. I just need to note who uses which boss from the newer bosses. Because I mostly just guess based on release version at that point. Like for the 1.0 characters, I will mostly have an idea of who uses which boss. But then for post 1.0, it's just like, yeah, this character came out around the time this boss came out, so it's probably this boss. But it's not always the case. Sometimes a character will randomly use an old boss. Like Hugo uses the Marionette. I know that one, but if I didn't know that one, I would assume he uses Bringer. Because it makes sense for him to use a mat from an Ice Week boss that came out, like 2 patches before him. But that's not the case. He uses an old boss instead. At least it's also an Ice Week boss. Sometimes it makes absolutely no sense as for who uses which boss. Okay, is there anything else I might be forgetting about this week? In any Hoyo game, actually. Purchase 2 items, forge, cook, complete ley lines, defeat bosses. Have we done character trials? Yes, actually, what? We've done theater, but we haven't claimed all the rewards, because we will claim them once we are closer to the next Stygian. AKA tomorrow, we can already claim the rewards. And then our transient resin will last long enough for the next Stygian to come about. Rhythm gaming, they do not need to tell me about this one. I will be playing it anyways. Can expression progress 100%? Yep. I was afraid I might have trouble completing a dispatch. But yeah, this area is quick to explore. You just kinda go through, you kill an opponent, 3 chests pop up and stuff like that. You get everything super quickly. Everything is very condensed on the like main paths. You don't really need to go to some uncharted territory. You don't need to like explore thoroughly. And then everything you do miss, you just get with the compass. I mean, at that point you already got all the rewards here though, because you only need to get 80%. What took the longest was the quest, and even the quest was short. I wonder if I got all the Traveler's Tales. Or if there's something I missed. Got the 60 thingies. Oh yeah, remember about this. You can get 60 Primo Gems by using one of the trial skins in Miliastra. I think from the BP, even the free one, I think. You just activate the BP, you get trial skins of the paid ones. Yeah, available for a limited time in Miliastra Pass. You can get trial versions of these skins, you need to equip it, and then go into a stage. Any stage. It also counts the DPS dummy. You might need to take your mannequin in there. I know I did take my mannequin in there. So it definitely worked in the DPS meter thingy with the mannequin. Don't need to enter any multiplayer thingy. We did grab this, only 2 more until we get our C6 Chichi. Surely she will get buffed eventually. And then it will actually be useful somehow, maybe. Stygian Onslaught ends in 1 day. If I was a tryhard, I could get a better time than 119 seconds, because with this team I should be able to get like 80, I would say. Like 100 should be incredibly easy. Just don't mess up anything major, like, you know, one of the little guys not going into Venti Burst or Varka dying. If we just avoid stuff like this, we cut off 20 seconds. And then if I actually did more proper rotations, maybe optimize my ER and stuff better, I could maybe cut off another 10 or 20. But I'm not gonna bother. Also here, if we actually use proper scare combos, I could probably cut off 20 seconds as well. Because I just spammed N5, which is worse than N2 dash. And then the Knuckle Duckle I feel like was actually fairly tight. Yeah, here I feel like I did a good job. I could probably cut it down as well, because I'm pretty sure you can clear this without any constellations. Also, I did get Flince's Sig since I've done this. I think I have not had... I think when I cleared this, I didn't have Flince Sig, and now I do. So my Flince just deals more damage. You need to do this story. How long do I think it's gonna take? I cleared it in one stream, where I streamed for like 5 hours. But of course... Or maybe 6? I still streamed like 5 or 6 hours, and I cleared it in one stream. But you know, there's always some yapping. There were the area pulls. Or sorry, Nangong pulls, right? Yeah, it's the Nangong patch right now. So it could be even faster than that. I would say like, probably like 4 hours. It's a fairly tight story patch, actually, in Zenless right now. From Commandants, I did miss 1 day of this. I missed it on Monday, because I didn't know it was up. I didn't have a dedicated customer service rep to remind me about stuff like this. In Zenless, they sometimes do remind me about events, but usually they're kinda late. They will be like, did you know that Deadly Assault reset like 5 days ago? Like, yeah, Sure. Also tomorrow I should hear from my new customer service rep, because I was saying last time how my old customer service rep it's like going away because our time zones don't match, and I will get a new guy instead who will be available more often. I wonder if they're gonna like recruit more people for this program from around the globe, or if there are just gonna be some people over in China or somewhere who will be on like a graveyard shift. Because based on the time zones when this guy was available, he probably worked from China or somewhere around there, somewhere in Asia, even though he was writing in English. Because he was available until noon my time. And that's probably around like 6 PM or something in China. I don't know exactly what time zone they have. Between 6 and 8 PM. So that makes sense, right? That this would be when he clocks off. Okay. So, I still have some things that I have left to do in Pokemon Soul Silver before the date rolls over to the next day. Gotta collect my apricorns before they refresh. So, I will call it a day here. Thank you everybody very much for coming to watch my stream. I do stream every single day at 8 PM CEST, which is 2.5 hours before now. You can join my Discord server to get stream notifications and the like. And I will post my streaming schedule for the next week. Or like which games I'm gonna be playing, because the hours are always the same. Actually, I do sometimes stream earlier. And I will be streaming earlier on Wednesday when we get the new Genshin patch. Yeah. So we'll probably play like Star Rail tomorrow into Genshin. Or Genshin tomorrow into Star Rail. Or into Star Rail Genshin. There is definitely gonna be Genshin on Wednesday. Whatever. If you join the Discord server, you will be able to just read what happens when. And I will also like decide. And not just make stuff up on the spot. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye!